Your son is attempting to reach you on your cellular device.
Yo. It sucks. Anyway, just come into the IHOP. Don't go around the corner. I wrote to you where it is. At the end of the dealership is an IHOP on the corner. Just pull in the parking. Yeah, well, where are you? Yeah, use the bathroom here, or I'll get you something to eat.
No, I'm not gonna take a shit in Why, are you eating?
Yeah, I'm gonna get something, but you're gonna leave without me. This fucking guy now tells me it's gonna be 3 hours tops.
What?
You believe it? It's not my fault, dude, but I really... Can you please meet me in the IHOP, honey? Come on in, okay? All right, you want to leave without me? Because the guy says it's only going to be 3 hours. Dude, it's no sense in me driving all the way home and then trying to come back. Because I didn't know until they got the car and the thing, but the lady at the desk said, "Ooh, I don't think this is going to take all day. I don't know who you spoke to, but hold on, tell your son to come just in case. I could be wrong." Yeah, well, I'm in here. Come in here for 5 or 10 minutes before you leave. We'll talk about it, and then you leave, okay? Thank you. Is there a Wi-Fi connection in here?
I have guest.
I'm sorry, guest. Okay. Is there a password for it? No. Okay, thanks. I wonder if this Wi-Fi makes it any better. Come sit in front of the camera.
It took me an hour ago.
Dude, I came here in 23 minutes right over the Bayonne Bridge. I was right near my house in Staten Island. I don't know how you came. But
The only way. Yeah, it's 26 minutes to get you.
So you want a little coffee and a nice pancake? Oh, and I'll treat you to that. And I thank you very much.
I need to go now.
Oh, sorry, dude. I'm really sorry.
No, you're good.
I mean, this is the right decision for me because I'm going to bother the fucking old man to drive me all the way over here so he can drive back by himself. He don't even like to do that. I don't know why I have my Wi-Fi in here.
Why, you're not on the Wi-Fi? You are on that.
Yeah. The message just come up, but maybe I have to stop this. Turn out and have some shit and 3 hours with the fucking shot.
Like that?
This was so much fun.
I swear, man, fucking. First of all, what time did you write this at?
9:01.
Yeah. You should have waited a little bit to come, like I said. Because that's why I called you.
I didn't have time to wait.
I called you the second I realized that there might be a possibility of staying.
I don't have time to wait.
Yeah, you could have gotten
No, then I'll screw up my going to work.
11 o'clock.
Barely.
Anyway, so you did the right thing, and it's the same now with you don't have to drive to Staten Island. That's it.
No, I'm through the Holland Tunnel I go.
You think? You don't like the way I went?
What way?
But anyway, when you go over the Valley Sound, you have to fight all that traffic that's going towards Manhattan.
That's how much longer that would be.
Yeah, forget it.
Oh boy. Can't wait. Well, at least it's not going to take that long.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Tell them to get test drive a new Mustang. Tell them I'm looking at buying a Mustang.
Let's go there right now and go take something out for a half
You
hour.
go. I have work. I have to go now.
Quit that stupid job, dude. Sell drugs or something.
More money than so.
Your hair and your face is good.
Beautiful. You tried the CBD?
Yeah, it's garbage.
Garbage.
Yeah, it's not even a good taste. It's just like, you know, some kind of shit tobacco without filter.
Really? It doesn't taste like the normal stuff?
I mean, yeah, it's some shit stuff. Nothing good.
Well, I have a Western omelet. They're really good here.
Yeah?
Well, I don't know about here specifically, but in general.
Dox me a while ago. I set it up so they can't see any advertisements, and now you dox me.
I think they can see it.
I don't think there's anybody there. There's one person.
And if you haven't noticed.
People know what the interior of these places is.
Yeah, really. It's always like...
They don't know I'm in Jersey, though, so together.
Alright, dude. Well, it was a lot of fun driving this morning. I enjoyed waking up.
You did the right thing. So next time you got to go hundreds of miles on a motorcycle, I got your back.
That's what I was telling Sabrina. She was like, why? She's like, that's ridiculous. And I'm like, well, he drives, Ohio on a whim just to go pick up a car or a motorcycle, so gotta do what I gotta do.
That's all.
Fun times. Happy fun times.
Have fun trying to find a lighter. You got one in the car? Don't smoke in Grandma's car.
She smokes in the car.
Oh, great. Goodbye.
Have fun.
Thanks
Let me
again.
know. No problem.
You in a minute. I'll be here for 3 hours.
Alright, have fun.
Hot like a motherfucker up in here. Anybody there? How is the bit rate by any chance? What's going on, Mihal? Got some slumlets. I had to bring my newly purchased used car into the dealership on a factory recall. So now I gotta sit around waiting. But I don't think the Wi-Fi in here is good enough to broadcast. Does this sync up properly? Is the audio and video okay? Because I'm getting a message across my screen like there's no tomorrow here. Watch. low frame rate. Alright. I don't know why that message has got to stay up on my screen, you know. I don't really feel like an omelet. I feel more like pancakes. A little bacon. I'm not even really hungry. I just got nothing else to do for 3 hours. I gotta wait for this fucking car. I made my son drive all the way from Brooklyn to here in Jersey to pick me up and drive me home because I thought they were gonna have the car all day. And then he's like, 2-3 hours tops, maybe less. So I decided to stay. My son had to drive all the way out here, and now he's got to go back and get to work. I can't see the chat without my glasses. I'm thinking, what's happening, Hank Smith? Yeah, that was nice of him, Nihao. But, I mean, I do him favors, too. I drove him all the way to Ohio, like, to buy this friggin' motorcycle once, just out of nowhere. He's like, hey, you know, want to take a ride for me, please? So, I'm thinking pancakes and bacon. But I'm gonna try to hold out on the coffee. For as long as I can before I order, because I don't want these guys here to move me out of here so fast. I got 3 fucking hours to waste. Bensonhurst, for real? Endo 316, Bensonhurst, no doubt, man. My son's in Williamsburg. Yeah, I don't feel like a big omelet. I'm not even really hungry. That's the whole thing, man. Like, I just literally woke up. Usually, I'm up till, like, say, 3 in the morning. Then I lay down and I start to go to sleep, and I wake up around 10. Wow, look, it says the stream's current bit rate is 24 blah, blah. It's higher than the bit rate. I gotta lower the bit rate. But I'm confused. 3870 kbps, 700 kbps. Which is more, which is less? You have AIDS. What's wrong with you? Spreading that AIDS. I have time to kill. I'm gonna order at one point, but I'll give you like a little hello. Yeah, thank you though. All right, Ando. I changed it anyway, so this is like all words across my screen, man. Agent Zola. What's happening? Oliver. Yo, I fucked up my shoulder. I don't know what I've been done to it though. Shoulder. I got like a pinched nerve or something. Hey, looks fine to you too. It wasn't enough. Leeching the coffee. What's happening? NGX, Hank Smith. Yeah, I'm gonna sit here for as long as I possibly can until they call me from the fucking dealership for my newly acquired used car. I was driving 2003 Crown Victoria for about 4 years, maybe a little more, and it was really, you know, cool and shit because it was a cop car and it had its finer points because it was a little bit more souped up. It had more horsepower than the normal Crown Vic of its time. You know, like it goes 140 on the speedometer. You never get it up to that. But it didn't have any of the bells and whistles. You know, it didn't have electric seats. It didn't have any of that shit. It didn't have heated seats. It didn't have the cruise control and radio on the steering wheel. So this car has all of that. The lights are working beautiful. I thought that they'd, you know, like beam out of there, but they kind of just like hit that middle area because that's where they're facing. I should have angled them a little bit. They would have went in different directions instead of every one of them facing straight down. I could probably rip them off and realign them so I cover more space with it because there's no need to beam them all in the same direction. One light does sufficiently what all of them are doing in one direction. But they came out really good. I have a nice on-off switch. It's pretty cool. But everything comes at a cost. I try to fix the car and make it cool and put some ambient lighting in. And I let my son take it for a ride with me when we went to the store to get the wire or whatever. And as he, you know, pulls into the parking lot, he stops the car in the parking space and he's like, you know, you see how this parking space is kind of like on it, a little tilt backwards. These cars are heavy, he says, so you should always put your emergency brake on. And he's, you know, it's on the floor. It's one of those that you step on. And he pushes it down, and we get in the store and we come out and pulls it out. And as we're pulling away, we start hearing a noise. And I bring it back to my mechanic friend, and turns out that somehow or another it fucking locked up on the brake calipers, whatever. He took the wheel off. He's like, you know, you need rotors, man. You're gonna need brake pads, he says, and we're gonna do this and that and the other thing. This is gonna be like $400. You're funny, dude. Thank you for saying that, man. And I'm fucking stoned too, bro. I literally woke up hours earlier, right, than I usually do. And the first thing I did was like get up and like fucking pull half of that doobie. And I roll little white boy joints and shit. The smell just permeated the whole fucking place. Had it stinking. So yeah, $400 fucking dollars. But my son said he could change the rotors and the pads. He's good at that stuff. I trust him in that manner, even though it's the brakes and you should have a professional do it and stuff. But he says that's easy to do. So that'll take away like $200 worth of labor. Smoking those cartridges. Oh yeah, I ran out. I usually don't smoke the weed in the car, and I'm gonna have to make sure that I literally, because the weed it sticks in the car, and this car smells nice on the inside. Even when I pulled it into the dealership, they were like, "Wow, this is clean." You know what? That's funny you asked me. How I did smoke it. I didn't enjoy it. I smoked about not even half of the joint, and I don't know about if it helped in any way. I slept well. I don't know if that was any thing to do with the CBD. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't like the taste of it. It wasn't like, you know, a taste that you would be like, good stuff, man. You know, like, I don't see the point of it. It's like smoking some type of tobacco without a filter. I don't get it. But I don't know. I'm polluted with weed, so I don't think I'm gonna tell what CBD does for me. I'm polluted with weed from morning till night. Polluted. I don't know what to get. I'm definitely not getting an omelet. An omelet, I'd only be able to eat like that much. I'm not even hungry. And pancakes, chocolate chips and shit. I don't eat that. I'm not that big on candy. So that's out. Belgian dark chocolate mousses. Listen, even if it didn't have any real medical and you believe it works, then it works. So, but it does have some kind of medical benefits. So good that it works for you. And I thought it smelled more or less like weed, though. I mean, it smells like weed. It looks like weed. It's rolled up, and I'll show it to you. It's in the glove compartment of the car. I forgot to take it out. It was like a big ass bud. It was kind of brown. It was in a nice packaging and everything, but you think when it's packaged nicely like that, it would, you know, still be nice and it wasn't. It wasn't dry to where it falls apart as dust, but it was definitely not moist. Oh, look, a T-bone steak, though. If I was hungry, this is what I would get. I like to have, like, the yolk and dip the pancakes, the bacon. I like that. And then it just goes to burgers and sandwiches. I'm baffled. Don't know what to get. It's like a natural Tylenol. Well, that's good then. You know what? Next time I have, I don't know. Like I said, I'm too polluted to notice. I should try and quit weed, but I don't think I remember when I was, well, I do remember a time, but I don't remember it per se as an actual memory. But I had to like quit smoking when I was applying for the police academy. You know, I had passed the police test and done all the things. I was about to go in the academy. So for like, I don't know, 6 months, I might not have smoked any weed, any drugs, nothing, you know what I mean? And then the job came up where I could have eat 3 burgers for your fans. If I had a bunch of fans, I couldn't even do that. If I literally had fans, I couldn't do that. At this time of the day, I'm not hungry. I get up, say 10 o'clock in the morning, right? And I have a cup of coffee, and I don't eat one thing until around 5 p.m. And then I go snacks, like nothing gigantic, like around 8 or 9, 10 o'clock even, I'll have like a glass of Arizona iced tea and some kind of Entenmann's or whatever snack. Maybe I'll have a bowl of cereal even, but then I won't eat until 5 o'clock the next day. I don't have much of an appetite. Where are you, AC? I'm in New Jersey now. I'm at a car dealership and they're doing a factory recall on the newly purchased used car I just got. So today is not the greatest day. My screen still has these messages on it, man. I can't get away from it. It's hard to see it. Where are you? Are you in Williamsburg? Or are you in Brooklyn? Where are you? You know what, AC? I don't have any insight on it. You know, I do know that when it comes to the Italians and the mob and stuff, they don't want to be associated with the things that are normally associated with being in the mob, running things, you know what I mean? Extortion, drugs, this, that, and the other thing. Italians have went and gone into legitimate business over the last 15 or so years and moved away from being those street gangsters. They're more legitimate these days, and some are jealous of the ones that were able to matriculate over to general society and business, so they happen to have a lot of enemies, and that's how it goes down, you know what I mean? It's not like a street war anymore, it's more like a power war, and I'm not even up on what exactly happened. Send me a link or but my brother used to date one of the Gambinos. He went to school with her. Yeah, see, I don't know the details. I don't know what's happening and stuff. I really don't. I don't keep up on it. Like, my father was in the Navy with, if you look it up, Tough Tony Anastasia. And they became like best friends. Yeah, see, I'm not up on all of that, AC. I don't follow that stuff. They were like friends of my family and stuff, you know what I mean? Like, Murder Incorporated was the name that they were given, the Anastasia family, if you know anything about them. Literally Murder Incorporated. Tough Tony Anastasia, I think he was getting a shave. It's one of those things you see in the movie, and they came in and shot him in the head while he was in the barber shop. My father was in the Navy with that guy, and then his brother became great friends with my father, and his brother's son, who became friends with my father, had a son who also became very good friends with my brother and my father, and they opened up a gymnasium in Astoria together, and so I don't really talk about anything like that. You know about him? Yeah. I don't really like. I stay way deep out of that shit because I really know them. You know, they know who I am. Great people. I grew up in that neighborhood. My friend Ferdinand was the biggest coke dealer back then. No, I don't mind you asking. You could tell me a story even. I just don't know, is all I'm saying. The most politically correct answer I could say. But if you're up on that stuff, I mean, there's, it's a major like thing. You know, they showed mob boss and mob wives and fucking documentaries and all that stuff. I don't follow any of that shit because, like, I know these people. They're like, hey, how you doing? Sit down. Can I get you something? Take these Shri Abdel home to your mama. You know what I mean? So you don't want to know the guy giving you Shri Abdel fucking likes to fucking cut people's throat. You know, so you don't hear those stories. Find it, fix it. We're over here in New Jersey, and we're waiting for my cars in a friggin' car dealership. There's a factory recall on, of all things, the steering column. There's some kind of repair that needs to be done because if it breaks while you're driving, your steering goes out. You see, you're a mooing. I didn't realize M were around. I almost yelled it out. That's my mother's ringtone. Somebody else's phone. Clip back. The place is full of them. Full of them. I can't believe I gotta sit here fucking 3 hours. They started the car at 9. I'll be here till 12. This blows the Buffalo Bang Bangs. I want to get high, so high. Oh shit, the phone's ringing. Imagine somebody found me. I went to the car and I was smart enough to grab my tripod. On this thing here, that's what holds my either microphone or illumination kit. I got a LED setup. You slide it into there and you lock it down. Thanks today, Esk. I showed you the selfie stick because I always wonder what somebody's using when they're out there streaming and stuff. So if you go back and look at the thing that actually holds the phone, at the lighting system or whatever, that's called a hot shoe at the top of that. That's holding the phone. You can slide things into there, lights, anything. The reason why I showed it to you is because when I'm watching other people, I'm like, look, I wonder what they're using. What are they holding that with? How did they put the camera down when they sat down there? I think they just shut me off the Wi-Fi or something. Pancake challenge. What's happening there, Hank Smith? So anyway, the thing that holds the phone right there is made of aluminum. And it really grips the phone. I mean, you could almost crush it like a vice in that aluminum holder. And then the selfie stick itself extends like 50 some odd inches. So add the aluminum thing onto the 50s. You got like about the height. The camera will stand at about 5'7" on its own. I'll show you. So that's the height of the selfie stick. And then this thing here screws onto the bottom and it opens up like a tripod. Now watch this. That's the height of the whole stick. Like you're literally all the way above my head like a 6 foot tall guy. It's almost like I have a robot in front of me. It's eye level. Yeah, the lady says I look like a tripod. Got that big dick. It is a scuff robot. Like if you could see it, it's standing there just like, you know, if it had arms and it moved back and forth and you go, "Heil Hitler, Heil Hitler." Ooh, look, my thing went away. The shit on the screen went away. We've got a good connection now. With no... We're scamming out the coffee in the booth here. What's going on, Trevi? We're over here trying to pass the time while my car is in for a factory recall on the fucking like steering wheel comes off. I don't know what it's called. It's like, you know, the neck that goes from the steering wheel to the thing that makes the turn. Trevi, I'm at IHOP. Just sitting here drinking coffee. I got like 3 fucking hours before the car's ready, but it's so far away from my house. To take a taxi would be like $50 to go home and $50 to come back. So to alleviate the $50 to go back home from here, my son came all the way from Brooklyn to drive me back home, thinking that it was going to be an all-day affair with my car. But when I got here, the lady's like, 2-3 hours possibly, not much more. And I was like, oh my God, I'll just stay here. And I told my son, thanks for coming to get me, but leave without me. Now you gotta go all the way back to Brooklyn and then open up his shop and work for fucking 10 hours. So he got up like 4 hours, 3 hours earlier because he doesn't open up his shop until 11. You know, man, I hate these glasses and I can't wear contacts. These glasses literally make me want to fucking stab my goddamn eyeballs out. That's how much I hate them. I can't wear contacts. Like, I don't know, they're just irritating to me. I just want to, like, I look good in them, thanks, but I just want to take them off, you know, and just have a normal face and not have something leaning on my nose. Like, I could literally take this fucking knife and just stab it right in my fucking eyebrows because I can't see well. That pisses me off. Just like... Just kidding, you take one of these, you put it in your hand. Idiots. set up for a joke. No, I was thinking how much I hate the glasses, and I was like, you know, how do I work that into a conversation without seeming like tapping in grape juice? How'd that look? Could you see the thing in my hand before I did it? Are you familiar with that stupid trick? Did you think it was funny? I'll just give you a little feedback on that. If you can get some ketchup in your hand and make some red stuff come out with it. Now my hands are all full of You're just not in the laughing mood. I'm sorry. I try to humor you. I tried to be humorous. You're still waking up? That was supposed to help you snap. They're like, what the fuck just happened? Have you ever seen that before, though? That should drip down my arm and everything. I gotta go wash my hands. I can't sit here with that stuff all over me. I have like OCD. I'm all better now, but I was almost trapped in the bathroom. I don't like to touch anything after I wash my hands, obviously. And the towel dispenser was manual. You had to use like a lever to go and usually I make some of the paper towel come out before I wet my hands. And afterwards, I take off the paper towel to use it on the handle to make more paper towel and dry myself. And then I use that paper towel that I dry myself with to open the door. And then I throw it in either the garbage can or if there's nothing there, I drop it behind the door on the way out. So I walked in and just started washing my hands, turned around and noticed that the towel thing was manual. And I was like, oh shit, that's too high up to like put my foot on it and try to get a piece out. I'm gonna have to fucking get a piece, wash my hands again. And then I was like, well, maybe I could grab a piece of toilet paper off the toilet roll, and it was a dilemma, man. OCDs are fucking horrible. Horrible. So I wound up grabbing a piece of toilet paper, and then I thought to myself, man, that toilet paper's near the toilet bowl and people are shitting and there's germs all over that piece that I grabbed. I'll just wash my hands again. So I started the whole process over. Wringed out a piece of paper towel, washed my hands, grabbed the paper towel to bring down clean paper towel and dry my hands. And then I want some pancakes too, great. That's what I'm getting. But I'm trying to make it last as long as I can because I got like 3 hours. Oh wow, only an hour and 2 hours and 15 minutes left. asked this fucking waiter for water. I said, when you get a chance, can you just drop some water off at my table when you get a chance? On the way to the bathroom. I bet you he forgot. Wow, the caffeine must be big in this coffee because I'm starting to get jumpy. Jumpy like I want to have a cigarette. I get like the jitters and shit. I didn't have anything all morning. I got up, I just had a couple of, I had a cup of coffee before I left the house. You want some pancake? Yeah, I'm all jittery. I feel like hyper jittery. I guess I'm not going to drink any more coffee. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to order a vanilla shake. But if I drink that vanilla shake, I won't be hungry enough to eat pancakes. Yeah, no, I smoked when I first got up, but that was like 8 o'clock in the morning on the way over here. And that's why I'm putting on my coat. I'm about to go outside and smoke. To calm me down, that was the whole idea. Waiting to see the waiter so I could tell him I'm not leaving without paying for my one thing of coffee. And to give me a vanilla shake. Then I'll go outside and smoke. Yeah, this is a beauty. Love it. I think I wore this like most of the winter without, going from my house to my car, from my car to the store. I never wore like a, this is it. 16 hours. Come on, Tubby, where are you? This guy disappeared. I only asked him for a glass of, he had one fucking job, man. When I went to the bathroom, I asked the guy on the seat across from me to watch the camera. He's like, okay. He didn't have any problem with it. Oh, you exercise? That's cool. It gives you stamina. Yeah, well, that's the way that weed worked with me too. At first I smoke it and I'm like creative and high and this and that and the other thing, and then as that feeling dissipates, you get like that. That's why you smoke again and you get, and then you get, you know what I mean? So that's the process for me. I smoke all day into the night. I try not to fucking smoke so much, but yeah, I don't have the ability to run on a treadmill for any amount of time. My lung capacity has been diminished since, I don't know, I'm in my late 20s maybe. Here he comes with the water, he didn't forget. He's not stupid. My man, can you tell me a vanilla shake when you get a chance? I'm gonna go outside and smoke, is that okay? Thanks. And if they could make it nice and thick, I'd appreciate it. I'll be back, 5 minutes or so. Yeah, he's not stupid, he's mad slow. He's like fucking 350 pounds. He's a lumbering fucking oaf. He's waddling all over the place. Hey, at least he's not lazy sitting in the fucking couch with his fucking cankles up and shit. He's moving, he's working. I commend the man. It's like watching Rain Man. Who's Rain Man? Me? I was watching last night Forrest Gump. I missed it. I missed it. I don't. Oh shit, for real? I'm probably the Wi-Fi is fucked up. I lost the Wi-Fi connection, I think. I'll go back in front of the place. Maybe it still connect. I don't know. I forgot it was on Wi-Fi, man. That's better. $720p. Oh yeah, it's telling me yeah. I like this tripod thing. This is better than holding it out and all that crap. When I start doing the IRL and shit and I get people to stop, I'm just gonna put it down, have a little fucking interaction with them. I'll be fucking two hands ready to block any punches thrown at me. Ah, there we go. In case Brandon shows up. Good idea. No, you never know when you're having an interview. Like the other day, I was interviewing some guy. It was just joking and shit, you know. I got his permission first. And I was like, what age did you lose your virginity? And then after he got finished telling me, like, the whole story in his little fashion, I was like, and what was the guy's name? You know, and, like, somebody might punch you in the face for that. Some people are fucking, get them in a stranglehold and make them block. Actually, when I fight with somebody, I usually look to get them in a guillotine, a headlock, any type of move around their neck so I could just incapacitate them, because I hate to punch them because I always break my hand. Like, look at this. It's all broken. You're not supposed to punch somebody with all your might and fucking crush the bones in your hand. You know, hit them with the side of your hand. If you can, palm them to the fucking front of the face even. But when you start smashing people like with your knuckles, your whole hand breaks. And you know, it just so happens I like to punch people and my hand breaks. It's not fun. I don't want to do that anymore in life. I'm just saying, if somebody attacked me for asking them something stupid, I'd be able to defend myself. Real American hero. My credit card has an American flag on it. Not a Canadian flag. Great, sorry. Not if you know how to do it. You aren't throwing all of your weight into your punch. Yeah, that's the whole thing. I fucking throw the bomb so hard, my hand breaks. You gotta know how not to do that. Hit just hard enough to be effective and not break your knuckles. All right. We back. I was just looking for my phone. Here you are. It's a celebration lasts throughout the year. So bring your good time and your laughter too. Come on and get a copyright strike. Ready for Science with Zohar? Creating friction on a straw. May cause the straw to become polarized. What?
Want to find the cup?
Grape juice, you didn't like the one that I stuck the knife in my fucking eye, but you like the fucking static on the straw trick? Okay. Okay. Mr. Bathroom. I'm not telling you anything anymore. Take your time, brother. That might be offensive, calling somebody brother. What? Because I'm black, you gonna call me brother? I call everybody that. The Arabs, all of them. Brother's a total term of endearment, as if I accept you as an equal. I'm still jumpy. I don't think I smoked enough weed. For some reason I put it out too soon. I don't know why. I thought I was saving it for later. I don't get it. I'm still anxious and jumpy.
Thank you.
if I had the stamina to run more than a quarter mile, I might. But I don't think I could make a quarter mile properly without coming out of it hurting. I'm smiling in my head because like, I'm thinking of things. You know, I don't say everything I think, even though I'm talking all the time, but I was thinking of like people who just walked over here right next to me in the other booth. I was like, maybe I should introduce them to the camera, and I was going to say, hey, my friends are watching me on the internet and they don't want to hang out with me anymore, and put the camera like it is on them. But then I don't feel like getting thrown out of here prematurely. I got so much more time before the car's ready, so I'm not looking to give up this position right this moment. Hey, gotta get your buddy to do it, and you'd be surprised. Oh, your body, I mean, what supplements can do for you. Look at dude in the background, he's watching. See, if I wasn't worried about hanging out somewhere, I would put the camera like right here, and then slowly like this. That would be funny, right? Let's do it. Oh, not that guy? Immediately next to me with his head protruding over the top of the wall. It'd be funny to imagine, like all of a sudden, you see something. That guy. Mr. Clean. Excuse me. I'm on the internet with people watching and stuff. They'll only see me, but they want to know who's around. Can I show them the process you're taking an order? You wanna read the chat while you do it? Come on, let me put it. No, okay, all right. Cool, just act normal. Go ahead. Ready? I was gonna let you read the chat though. They like to talk. Where you from? Jamaica or something? Trinidad? Why? Come on, you got an accent. Don't lie to me. Dominican, cool. Dominican Republic? That's how they sound in the Dominican Republic? Yeah, that's a very an exotic sound. I like that. I couldn't help myself after the thought went in my head. It's another thing with my OCD. I can't get away from it. It's like I thought of it, and then I try to talk myself out of it. And it just hit me so hard. They're playing the buddy system. Oh, by the way, it's off of you now. I'm not going to disturb you any further. It's not on you anymore. Alright, it's over now. I can get going their asses off. I feel like I might be one of the what's the Scuff Butler's name with the fucking Parkinson's? This coffee's giving me early onset Parkinson's. Get the fucking coffee away from no more coffee. You should have told me that when I first said it. The guy has not come with my friggin' shake. My shake's taking 10 times longer than the water, obviously. Oh, yeah. Here he is. Speak of the devil. Thanks, Gary. You're the man. Gary. No frickin' cherry, bruh. Who made this? There's no cherries in this whole place? Gary. See, you should have done something, but now it's alright. If it's on you, I figured then I'd yell at you, but there's no cherries. You the man. He was gonna get me a strawberry. That was nice. Fucking strawberry. I like the strawberry shake though. Strawberry shake's good. You want a tub of whipped cream? I'm not a big fan of whipped cream. Only when it's used for other purposes, I guess. You can't combine food and... Oh, I hear you. Well, I mean, I wouldn't do it out of want. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be the only way I really would rather consume it or enjoy it, I guess. I don't like it particularly. Yeah, there's a lot too, right? Yeah, I know what to do. I'll give it to grape juice. See? I give you all the point of views. Well, where'd that go? What did you do with it? Yoinked the cherry. My man's got to stay mobile somehow. It takes a lot of calories to get that machine moving. You can't just start up a bulldozer in the morning, you know, like cold, and expect to just take it out and start moving. You gotta fuel that bitch up to get it warm. Gary's a big machine. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be full after this. I don't get it. Oh, so anyway, I was saying so much earlier that I remember to take the fucking tripod out, and then I started showing you the tripod, and I got off track. And it was like 40 minutes later. But I forgot to take the battery pack out to recharge the damn phone. I mean, I'm at 60%. It could hang for a little while, but this shit is gonna go down on me before the car is ready, I'm sure. I left this big ass battery pack that'll recharge this phone 5 times. But what I should have done though is I go into the settings where it says apps and you can see everything that's on your phone. And sometimes like when you hit the app, so you go through it, it says it's on, but it's not taking up anything but the battery power. You can hit force stop on an Android, you know, so you force the app to stop. I usually force like everything. What's happening, try hard? Imagine somebody knew what try hard meant and I'm like, what's happening, try hard? I'm looking in that direction and he comes over and punches me right in the fucking face because it's fucking Floyd Mayweather over there. I am in no way going to get the pancakes that I wanted to get. I can't believe how jumpy that coffee made me. They don't know? Okay, good. Fucking normies. But imagine that happened though, you know, you're like, hey, what's up, try out? And I'm literally looking like almost through the camera right at him. Fucking jumpy, like it's like I'm on fucking drugs or something with this coffee making so hot. Maybe it's not the coffee. I'm trying to think, did I take the right fucking pill this morning? I definitely, because you can't mistake ibuprofen 800. They're this big. I am fucking edgy. Not good. I
I bet you if a cop pulled me over and was like, let me check you out there, he'd be like, your palms are sweaty. Mom's spaghetti. Yeah, can't sit still, man. I'm that. Let me try to meditate. Give me a minute. Oh, what a goose I am. Oh, what a goose I am. I don't feel comfortable with my eyes closed. Yeah. Breathe in deeply, watch. In through your nose. Why do they make you breathe in through your nose? Does anybody in the chat know why? They say in through your nose, out through your mouth. Can anybody give me the reason why that is? I believe I know the reason why. Where are we going after? Do I have a pickup? No, I'm actually dropping off the recently purchased used vehicle I acquired at the dealership, because when I got it inspected, the paperwork that came out of the inspection machine said there was a factory recall on it, and when I called in, they were like, bring it in. It turns out that the factory recall had to do with the steering, like the pipe that actually goes to that makes the wheels turn, can disconnect and you can lose your steering. And my son looked it up, and people said, yeah, in that car, if you move the brake and pedal all the way forward, because there's a button that can adjust where your pedals are underneath there, so you don't have to move. Say you were really short and you can't reach the pedals, and you move your seat all the way up and you still can't reach it, you can move the pedals toward your seat or away. If you're so tall and you have the seat all the way back and you still need room, the pedals sink. So anyway, they said if you bring the pedals all the way up and drive the car, and you'll hear the rotation, there's something wrong with it. And that's exactly what was wrong with my car. The lungs extract oxygen. The nose is a straight source of oxygen to the lung. Good try, Grape Juice. Did you look that up? Because I don't think you did. If you did, you'd find out you were wrong. The nose and the throat all have things called cilia. But the thing that the throat doesn't have that the nose has is hair. And the hair acts as a filter for any objects to be caught that are in the air circulating. So it's basically some initial filter before the air reaches your esophagus, which is also trying to filter out any dirt. This is why you may cough up some stuff. That's why you should never swallow it. I'm right, but there are obvious elements. Oh yeah? I said you're wrong. The nose goes up and around. It's an indirect path to your lungs. Straight down your esophagus is the most direct path with the widest opening and the most consumption of air. So just admit when you're wrong, okay? I love you. No, you're wrong. I said you're wrong. You could be right. So I'm a useless wealth of stupid knowledge. But I remember it because a doctor told me that. Why do they tell you to turn your head when you cough? This is for men, so I mean, you may know it just because you're smart. Grapes. But why does the doctor ask you to turn your head when you cough when he's checking your testicles for a hernia? I do yoga and shit, if I ain't. Never wrong. I'm one with the universe, okay? My logic is right whether I'm wrong or not. Because the world says
Is
so.
attempting to reach you on your cellular device.
Boy face?
Yeah, I'm back.
I'm still sitting in the same spot.
How are you?
Yes.
Never seen out yet?
No. And I'm live, so thank you again.
Oh, yeah. My bad. Yeah. No
Thank-
problem.
Thanks. How long did it take you? How long did it take you?
An hour.
And what time is it now?
It's 10, like 15. It took me like 15 minutes to find parking.
Damn, man. Sorry all about that.
Whatever, man.
You the man, bro.
No problem. Let me know how it goes. Let me know how the car is.
Yes, thank you. Goodbye. That was awkward. I gotta hold the selfie stick with a tripod out that way to put the phone to my ear. I could have put it on speaker, but I don't know. What the fuck question was I asking? I forgot. I forgot the question. So if you answer it, I don't even know what you're talking about. So earlier, yeah, so I go into the app thing and I shut off all the apps, everything. So this way the battery life is low. I didn't do it. So shit is running on the phone. I don't know what I said the percentage was before, but it's at... That thing fell on the table and was on its way off the table when I just like, oh shit. The end of the selfie stick went up in the air and hit the guy in the next booth. I'm becoming annoying with this. Ah, yes, grape juice, exactly. That's exactly. Does anybody know the answer to why that is? Did they give the answer? Did I miss it? You don't have an idea. That's cool. Well, take a guess, like your educated guess. Why do you think he says, turn your head to the left and cough? Or turn your head to the right? I don't know what he says, but he says turn your head to the right, left, or something like that. And then he goes, cough? You know what I'm saying? That's how it's done if you don't know that. You've never seen it in a movie or anything. The guy watching. You don't think so? It's a hernia test. A prostate exam is when they put their finger up there and they feel your appendix, and any bulges in that area of where they could feel. The rectum to the sphincter has like a 6 or 8 inch tubular passage. The rest is just open, like the inside of your when you go past that area of your vagina, that inside area is. It says there's 11 people and you're the only one answering. How come not one person in the room is answering? I don't get it. I'm baffled by that. Anyway, the doctor tells you to turn your head to the left and cough when he's checking you for a hernia because he doesn't want you coughing in his face, or if he's bent down, he doesn't want you. So turn your head and cough. It has nothing to do with what's happening in your testicles. He wants you to turn your face away when you go. Dirty tampon. You know what could happen when you get a dirty tampon? Tell them, grapes. Tell everybody what's so bad about they being scary, stalky. What's bad about a dirty tampon? Meaning you leave it in there too long with the blood on it. Old world medicine knowledge says find it, fix it. No, it's just, you know, it's a fact. It still happens today. It's not old world. The doctor checks you for a hernia with his hand. You stand there, he says, turn your head to the left or the right, whatever he says. He goes, cough. Never wondered why, or you never had somebody check you for a hernia? For some reason, between the ages of 5 and 9, my doctor used to have me come in once a month for the check of a hernia. It took like an hour. Just kidding. I don't
think I could. We wouldn't have this conversation, Grape, if we were just off air. You know, I'm not live. We would have a civil conversation about nice things, butterflies, but I have to be somewhat interesting, if anything, or weird, if I'm trying to keep an audience. I'm just hoping that like these surrounding people can't hear me because my voice is bellowing. I just have this baritone. My voice is baritone, and I really don't need no microphone, but I use one anyway to make sure the people hear what I say. Can anybody tell me whose lyrics those are that I just poached? We are afraid to speak to you because Grape Juice might hit us with a ban hammer for raising our hands. Oh, well, that's not even possible, Fire Hades, because everybody in here is a mod, including you as soon as I get a chance. But they're not allowed. Nobody bans anybody. Grape Juice has never banned anybody in here. And I don't think you can anyway, because you can only like 300-second time out somebody. But I usually give mods. See, I can't get your name. See, when I go to hit your name, it comes up Grape Juice. She's running the whole shit. Watch this, watch. Let me show you. Watch this. Fire Hades. See, it won't let me do it. It won't let me. No, just great. Oh wait, Fire Hades is up here. No, that's trying to fix it. No, it just keeps coming up fucking Grape Juice. There's something wrong with the make moderator on that app. It's not even like my fingers are fat or anything. It's like you got two things: to laugh out loud, and I was just kidding. I know you were just kidding, but I make everybody a moderator for no reason. And of course, if you go rogue, oh, there's Gary. You can see Gary. He's a troll. That's okay. I like that. I've seen a Fire Hades around. Didn't I see somebody called Fire Hades? Oh, fuck. I don't remember. But I saw him. I think you were on camera at one point. Anyway, we'll try to come back to your name after it goes up in the chat. See, it says make Hank Smith the moderator instead of Fire Hades. I tried in everything. Frank Smith isn't even near that. Oh, we got you, Fire. Check it out. I don't know if you've ever had mod in somebody else's room. There you go. If you go rogue, then we just take it away. If you have cat piss, use hydrogen peroxide to clean it up. Okay. Oh, Fire Zeus. Yes, maybe. You're right. He was trying to be like the new streamer at one point and crap like that. Yes. On Sweet Aaron's stream. Yeah, you're right. There's so much shit going on. It's hard. I can't watch Aaron either. It's something about the way she plays with that fake fucking weave and her. It's like a false bravado in her voice, like oh yes, and I just can't take it. She seems so like awkward and odd, and you know she puts up. But anyway, dudes like it. You know what I mean? That's why they donate. It doesn't matter. There's always some desperate dude out there. And some of them got money. Watch her when she's in the cat suit. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know when she was working out at one point and. You know, like I don't know. I'm looking for the humorist. I'm not going there for the sexuality of it. I mean, yeah, is she? But I don't know. Something about her doesn't do it sexually for me. She's just dull. Yeah. Hyphonics back on Twitch, 500 subs the day he came out. Are you kidding me? I know he said that he was on Ben, but is he gonna do like full-time thing back over there? Because he said like he was gonna stay CX YouTube the same amount that he's been doing, which is almost every effing day. So why did I say effing? She's technically challenged in Scatterbrain. Yeah, but that almost makes it unique in its own way, you know. So I'm sure there's an allure to it. Something about her doesn't get me in the right way. I don't know what it is. Yeah, you think they just sit there and wait for donations? Yeah, I'm sure they do. But, you know, there's guys all the time. It's just guys, just desperate motherfuckers out there. And they don't care. They'll, that's why they do it, because they got those 5 or 6 fucking dudes that hit them off. You know what I mean? They think they're sexy, and that's what gets them their shit. I don't know. But more power to them. You know? To each their own. Yeah, it's only cute for so long, but I don't know, somehow or another the high donors get private conversations with them and stuff. You know, girls know how to work it, dude. Girls ain't be so stupid. I mean, you know, guys can work it too. I don't know, a young guy fucking work that Cougar crowd or something like that. Have I got any donations yet? No, I'm not looking for donations. I should have mentioned that. Don't hit the TTS in the ear because I don't have a speaker with me. I left it in the freaking car. But no, I haven't gotten any donations. I'm not looking for donations. I'm not really starting up IRL until I'm out talking to people and walking around, which is supposed to be April 20th, which is 420. I'm going to start it up on the day of the 420 parade in Manhattan and wind up in Washington Square Park, where I'm going to hide a very loud TTS speaker hooked up to a battery pack that'll keep it running for hours. And if they do find it, it'll be hard to get to, and I'm imagining that they'll need the fire department to come and help them, or some kind of construction crew, whatever. But you guys will have access to the thousands of people having a 420 day, and I'll film everything that's going on in proximity to the speaker, and nobody will know that's coming from my phone, and chaos will ensue. That's the start date. 420. Not April. Fucking, yeah. I don't know. Whatever 420 is, dude. We're in March right now. April is... This is 3. See, don't confuse me, man. You can't fuck with the stoners. Hank is a troll. Damn it. I want to dono to Keem. I want to dono Keem. The confusion about 420 is endless. It's because I smoke too much 420. This is the 3rd month. The next month is 4. This is March. The next month is April. April 20th. We're going to go do a thing in Washington Square Park. Is DJ online? What's his channel? Can you link it here? Oh, no, then I won't be able to hyperlink. I can't hit it on my screen. I'd like to check out what he's doing. He's tortured by this whole fucking scenario, man. You know what I mean? He's totally tortured by it. Not that, you know, I'm saying anything that happened was okay. I'm a little cute soul with a diamond in the middle. Oh, you did do that. Nice job there, Hanky. Oh, see, it won't work, though. Why won't it hyperlink? It hyperlink for everybody else. But when I hit it, oh, maybe I can go on my screen and do it? Hold on. Look, I'm hitting it right now, and it's not letting me go there. See the stuff moving the opposite way? Oh, shit, I permabanned somebody. I think I permabanned somebody. motherless whore. I can't do it. I'd have to literally go and look for him, put it on the screen, and then turn it back for you to watch it. Fuck it, dude. Not doing it. Did I permaban somebody? What's happening, Big? My man, Big. Yeah, we're over here. I picked up a used car, right? And I went to get it inspected, and the inspection came back with paperwork saying that there was a factory recall on it. The steering, for some reason, can go out, and you can lose control of the car. So I brought it over, and they're fixing it. Enjoy. DJ did make me. Make me what? Fucking 12 viewers. I got 12 viewers. But I like DJ. There's nothing wrong with my man DJ. I mean, there's nothing wrong with him. I didn't mean to say that. I like him. There's a lot wrong with him. The poor guy's upset. I wish there was some way for him to go and get over it and get back to normal and then proceed doing normal. But he's having a rough time with it. You know, he's been sober the whole time, and there's just too many demands on him, you know. They're watching him like a hawk and hoping for his demise, you know what I mean? Just hoping not to be able to help him contractually. You know, because if you're not being an idiot and getting in trouble and, you know, all that crap and harassing, whatever it is, you know, acting up, and then he has the ability to live a semi-comfortable life. Wow, Gary pours coffee like this, and no doubt, he lets the shit like flow through the air type shit. I'm starting to calm down a little bit from the coffee. Now he's just threatening people from CX. You like DJ, but he's chemically over. Yeah, he's all over the place. DJ's threatens people from CX. Let me see what you said before that. Yeah, had some serious issues. I think he's taking a shower or pissing. This is boring too. I mean, you know, whatever. I'm not trying to be like the big entertainer here. I was just passing the time with anybody who had nobody else around. If Vold was on, I'd be watching Voldesad, but didn't he used to do mornings? I don't know, man. What's happening with that? He said you're involved. Yeah, well, of course he's paranoid at this point. Like everybody's against me, you know, and all of this stuff. Like he even questioned me. He's like, "Zolar, man, I hope you're not two-faced." And I'm like, DJ, I'm not judging you. I'm not helping you either. I would never help you to do something. Like in the whole time when I'm just transferring PayPal money. I don't do anything to you know. I don't know what the proper word is to be a cohort in those acts. As a matter of fact, if I show you all the texts I have with him, it's always like, listen, take a breath, calm down, you're better than that. You know what I mean? People like, you know, whatever. Oh, you're an SJC mod? That's cool. Is he on? I mean, I don't care if you guys go somewhere else and stuff. I'll sit here and talk to 3 people as same as I'll talk to 103 or 1,003. This is just me. I'm a mod in SJC's room also. I mean, but I know him for years. I was surprised at first, I guess, you know, because I used to, you know, I stop in there all the time. When I see he's on and I'm trolling around, seeing who's live. If he's on, I go check him out, you know, and all that. I'm not the watch it from beginning to end every day guy, but I think I'm pretty caught up with all of his stuff and what's going on and what he's been doing, and I watch him a lot. You know what I mean? I watch all the streamers. I try to watch them all. Was an SJC mod. I told him the mod wrench to fuck off for the second time. Listen. Like I said, I'm not trying to be the king mod over there. Like if I see somebody spamming or saying the N-word or something, putting an address like doxing, maybe I'll try to, you know, of course I will, but most people are faster than me. For some reason, I see stuff coming up as if they're already like gone by the time I'm reading it. I have to actually hit the thing to read what they said, like, and say to myself, what is it that made them get banned or whatever? You know what I mean? Like, let me put that in my memory bank. If I see that kind of talk going on again. DJ is a pussy deep down. I don't know if he's a pussy so much as he is unable to really physically engage with somebody, because he's grown up basically in a good neighborhood with good money and nice things and stuff, and I'm sure there was a lot more people more physically capable of beating ass, so he was on the lower end of the spectrum of that. You know what I mean? So yeah, he might, whatever, but it's all good. He's a big guy though. He could definitely throw his weight around and be a little more aggressive. He might snap. You don't know. He has potential, right? But what is it? It's true, bro. I just like to watch. I like to watch, and I'm not ashamed to say I kind of am waiting for the demise or whatever comes. Like, when you watch Brandon and you see him get into a fight or a confrontation, like the best thing ever is when he ran away from that stool and ran directly into a car. That was like, come on, man. If that didn't make you say, I gotta watch this shit from now on. Like, I saw Ice and I liked what he was doing, and he was really weird with the public, and and like people would be like, what the fuck is happening? What is this? That was cool, you know what I mean? But ultimately, like when Uber got his teeth smashed out, fucking, you're like, oh no, that was some crazy shit, man. He smells bad, DJ. He's a scummy bum, and he also smells bad. When his dad died, it sent him over the edge. Listen, I'm sure he has legitimate chemical imbalances, let's say, instead of mental problem. I don't think he's a mental case. He's smart. He's a chemical imbalance, whether you say it's a bipolar or what, it's a chemical thing. So if in fact, you found what makes you happy, or he becomes happy, you still have that chemical imbalance. He's going to find things to have problems with when that chemical imbalance hits. So he needs to find out what keeps him from being imbalanced. That's the long and short of it. And in that case, you can't blame a person, because like if you murder somebody, what do they do in court? They try to prove whether your mental stability was there enough to know, and whether you were remorseful or knowing what you were doing, and stuff like that. Not that DJ doesn't know, or he's not, responsible for murdering. He would be, you know what I mean? But there are tests to see how much of a punishment you should get due to your, mental capacity. And shit gets worse every day for that guy. I'm not TTD, but when he got a random car, took a ride without saying a word, that's what I'm saying. That's some cool shit, man. It's kind of like watching Mr. G every day. There's a mental breakdown, and that's another cool thing. I mean, they all have their little aspects about them, and we like that. You know what I mean? That's the stuff we like. What are your thoughts on DJ's antics lately? I'm not up on his antics. By the time he's been on and off, he's deleted the bot, and I don't know what he's doing, but all I can tell from what people... I don't like that he's disturbed, you know what I mean? Like, nobody's paying attention to that stuff, and nobody's helping him in his plight, you know what I mean? So he's just pissing in the wind, basically. It's a waste of his time and energy and thought process, and it's not healthy mentally. That's my thoughts. On and off of pills, drinking, chemicals are fucking with him neurologically. No, it's the off. Some medicines you can't stop. They could be like life-threatening. You know what I mean? When I came across Ice for the first time, I saw him talking to Brandon on the side of the road in the street, and I wondered what these guys are arguing about. And then I looked into it more. Exactly. So it's that drags you in. It's more or less like a really dark voyeurism, you know what I mean? Like, you know, you're not looking like, wow, you know, I like to watch that person plant flowers. You want to see that person's face get punched in, or them to punch somebody's face in, or somebody to interact in a harsh manner to make it really awkward, or police to arrive and shit like that. And, you know, it's hard. That's due to the fact that they don't have enough cerebral capacity to entertain you. You know, if I'm entertaining you cerebrally, the statistics of people viewing go down as far as trolling goes. Even trolls will sit here and listen to some cool stuff. Even if I'm a dick and got a lot of wrong information, that'll keep you occupied because you could correct me and, you know, we could debate verbally and stuff like that. But when you don't have a mental capacity and all you're doing is, like, you know, walking up disturbing people and that's your deal, like, wow, you like to disturb people? Here, let me disturb you a little bit. That's the troll mentality. You know, so if you're thinking like, wow, why do all these people follow him around? It's not all of the viewers. It's only a certain amount, percentage-wise, of the viewers that feel he deserves it because you're an antagonist. You want to be an antagonist? I'm going to antagonize you now. I'm going to call the cops on you. See how you like to be antagonized. Smart ass. You like making money off of other people as content? I'm going to fuck you over. So me, I'm the kind of person who does this and becomes friendly and then jokes around with people. And even the people who are getting joked on usually walk away laughing. And everybody's cool with it. Supposedly. This is my belief. Because I didn't have that kind of troll action when I was doing my IRL desktop Andy stream, doing prank calls. And, you know, I used to sit there and do some talking and not do prank calls on some shows. And I'd have people on as guests and do interviews. I had a woman on from the UK who believes she's Elvis Presley's daughter and has proof of it and all of that crap, you know. I mean, I've had porn stars on and done interviews. I've had rock stars on and done interviews. I've had, you know, all types of people. People from the Howard Stern Show, like Benji Bronk. He's like a writer. Shuli, motherfucking, all of them. I had them all on. I've done so many, you know, types of shows. You know, like, what's his name? Hyphonics, great stuff, you know, for entertainment purposes and everything. But me, I've done that too. I've done game shows. I used to do that too. It was something I did. Everybody. He's not the inventor of it. Neither am I. Yeah, he only stays on for 20 minutes at a time and stuff. But like I said, I like him. I always wish the best for him. I help him out, but I would never, you know, like, be a co-conspirator. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like Switzerland. I'm neutral. Put your money in my bank and it's safe. Yeah, I could do that. I could even, like, throw in a few pranks and stuff like that. But my whole point is like, I want to do the IRL, and then, like, if it's raining out and there's no way to go out, then we could stay home and do, like, a little podcast type thing. I'm de-witted. I used to do that. That's what I did. That was my whole easy thing. He deletes, like, 5 VODs a day. Yeah, I know. Well, it's all good, man. As I said, I just wish he would just... Namaste. Oh, what a goose I am. Oh, what a goose I am. I'm wishing to death that I can get my finger on. Alright, so I've been here since a quarter to fucking 9 a.m. And now it's a quarter to 11, so it's 2 hours. They started the car at 9 and they said it'll be 2 or 3 hours. So basically I only have an hour left to go. I like when streamers wear Spider-Man. I have one. I have the Black Spider-Man, by the way. Should be on my Facebook.
the fuck is going on there, man? These are not the photos I want to see. It went into my actual photos. How's that fucking possible? That's major chaos. He was helping me with my show. Oh look, that's me back in the day. His name, holy shit. Fred, the right there. I don't know what that is. Joey Boots, he's dead now. Joey Boots again. I don't know what just happened there. Casey Armstrong. All I wanted to do, oh my God, did you see that? Anybody see that? I don't know what I'm looking at anymore. Oh, I got a picture with Joe Dirt. I should have kept going. Me and Joe Dirt are standing in, whatever. Yeah, I know, Frig. I accessed my whole... I don't have anything in there. I could literally let you go through my... But it's me looking in my ear right here is what we were looking at. I had a blackhead there, and I was trying to get an accurate coordinates on it. My pictures don't have anything in it of a sexual nature. Oh, no, man. It says the health of the stream is bad for some reason. You like when, I see I'm going back to where I read last, Spider-Man costumes and makeup like the Joker. I'm currently building a computer farm to record all the streamers, reason be revealed at a later time. Cool, Fire Hades. I hope I do something noteworthy and make it to that movie you're making. I have to get my blinker relay switch replaced. It won't pass inspection. Yeah, I hear you. That sucks. A phone sex later for sure. She's a baddie. Sophia effing. Interview former porn stars. Now go to the special folder. Joke. If you can get Beetlejuice on stream, you'd be praised forever. Yeah, I could do that. I'd have to go to him. It's not like he's going to travel to me. Even Joe Dirt can't hang with that mullet. Right. I should have found the picture where I'm with him. You had one also, Fire Hades? That's... It's not that he couldn't. He can't afford Beat. To fly him out to LA and to have him on the stream, and it costs you way too much money. But in all actuality, you sit him down for 2 hours on the stream and let the people talk to him through TTS, you fucking triple your money. Alright, I guess I'm going to order the pancakes anyway. I mean, I only had a coffee and a shake. I've been sitting here for almost 2 hours. But I definitely want to go outside and have a cigarette. And I'm wondering if I'm just taking up too much space in here for these people. I have to wait for Gary. I'll ask him. Is it alright to sit around for 3 hours and drink a shake only? Because I'm not even hungry, but I feel like I should order something after I sat in the booth for fucking 2 hours. We're at 45% now on my phone. I screwed up. Should have brought the battery pack.
Now I'm going somewhere else anyway. So I was like, alright, whatever.
Who's hardcore leeching? I forgot what we were talking about.
with Beetlejuice. I got you, heavy breathing DJ back on. Yeah, that's what I mean. Hardcore leeching. Why not? Simon Andy sits in McDonald's for 5+ hours without ordering anything. No, but McDonald's is more or less, you know, like known for that. Old people even sit there for like half a day drinking a coffee. I don't know if you could do it in a place like this where they need these seats turned over. Like literally, this place is packed. Hey Gary. Is it alright if I go out and smoke another cigarette? And then I'm going to order some pancakes. Alright, but wait, I'll be back to order it, alright? My man. Good looking out, brother. Ooh. Thank you, bro.
I love this fucking thing. Hardcore coffee leeching, I got you. Yeah. Starbucks too. Yes. Those places, you know, they know people are gonna glom up the Wi-Fi and they gotta have cups. You know how much money it costs them now that it's mandatory to have cups available to the fucking scrounges who use it to make their daily, like, water, like going around getting free stuff all the time, man. That's
Instagram Live?
Huh?
Instagram?
No, this is on YouTube. And,
YouTube, awesome.
yeah, it streams live.
What kind of content?
I do IRL. I talk to people, like, here, come over here so they can see you. The chat is talking.
No, guys.
So I do, like, you know, like, I look for people with talent, or,
Okay.
you know, I just do interaction. Sometimes it's awkward.
Pretty cool,
You know,
man.
stuff like that. So you see they're chatting, they're like, you know. All right, man. Thanks for asking.
Enjoy, man.
Solar Vision. It's like television, ZOLAR, but only Zolar. Like television.
right.
Live stuff. Sub if you can. My man. They saw you giving the sign. They were like, yeah. See, I mean, like, you know, you can have fun with this. You don't have to always fucking fight with somebody. Like if they were more interested, I would have had him, like, how far can you get your tongue into your girlfriend's nostril? That's what I do. $20 if you could, like, lick her eyeball through her nostril. That girl acted. Oh, hey, did you enjoy your food? There you go. See? Bye-bye. Thanks for being on. Love your accent. What's happening, gnarly? Nothing. We're hanging out in New Jersey waiting for my car to come out of the dealership. Mod party, yeah. Aren't you a mod too? You'll be mod also. Everybody's mod. Anybody who gets mod before this place goes wild gets to keep it up to like 100 mods I'm gonna have. And if we get, like, you know, thousands of subs and shit and you don't do anything to get your mod taken away, you could always just keep that hat. But I won't ever need to mod anybody in the future unless they fucking deserve it, they stand out. But everybody just gets it now just for being in here. Are you a mod, gnarly? Because I got you. Look at the chemtrails going on here. Check it out. Wait. screenshot that. Smoking kills our skies. Wait a minute, let's see if we can line this up. Let's do it this way so I can see what I'm doing. Were you able to get that? So I want to be part of the online team. Cool, man. If you're in New York, fucking DM me. Slide up in them DMs, yep. And fucking hit me up with you know, what you can do to help. And I'll be glad to have you hang out. You know, I want some people around me, you know, because, you know, I'm not looking to roll in the street every time I go out. So if we could have like a couple of people around to defuse an actual fist fight, you know, that'd be cool. You know, I don't want you to throw it with me. I'm saying defuse. Like, hey, man, it's cool. Forget it. He's an idiot. You can do that for me. Say, I'm an idiot. You know what I mean? And sometimes I get a little stupid, a little caught up in the moment. Zola, I want to be part of your online team that you spoke about a month ago. I will contact you on Twitter one day, like you said to Dodo. Very good. That's what I'm saying. All right, back inside. Fucking cigarette break is over. Got some EVZ angles right now. We back. Yeah, Nolly streams, I kind of like them, and I don't want to be on the outs with them. So, like, I called into Voldesad's show, and I made believe that I was a girl at TSA. I did do a prank to Voldesad. Maybe you missed it. See, that's the thing. I wish somebody was able to, like, you know, cut that out. It was, I don't know if it was that funny, because Voldesad is kind of a dry, humid person. He don't burst out laughing very often, and he's not animated in any way. But the audience probably liked it more, you know what I mean? But he was nice enough to say, you know, oh wow, yeah, you know, if you're ever on, give me a call and I'll host you and stuff. So he was very, very accommodating and, you know, nice guy. But I pranked him like that. I called into Hyphonics thing, and I was actually on the video, and I was trying to interact with him, and he like hung up in the middle of the story before I got to get to the punchline and shit, you know. Not that it was a funny story. He asked me, what's the wildest thing you ever did? And he was talking about pranks. So I switched it up on him, and I gave him like a life story. I was like, well, one time I ran a guy over with a car. He was like, what? Just tell me that you went back to see if he was okay. I was like, no. And then I was going to explain that, you know, the guy had attacked me, and I was trying to get away from my life, and he kind of like jumped in front of the car, like as if he was going to stop it. It hit him, he bounced off, and I kept going. But he hung up on me because, you know, he's very fast. You know, he's trying to do that auctioneer thing, and he's looking for a reason to fucking next. You know what I mean? Because he's got to go. He's got X amount of time to fill a slot, and he's got a million things to say, so he wanted to move on, even though the whole audience, like, blasted him for hanging up. And he was like, no, Zola, I could call back. I didn't realize, you know, whatever. I didn't bother fucking with his show. That's his show. So, because I like these guys, I'm not pranking them. And, you know, and to really prank them, of course, you got to be a caller. I don't want to be a caller on them. I want them to go out and enjoy themselves. Like, Ice could never sit in an IHOP. I mean, I literally told you where I am, and I have not had a phone call. As Brother Banks and Crazy Eddie. See, there you go. That's, I mean, like, you know, I have done things within the community and behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Like I'll talk to people and give them ideas and stuff, and you know, like I was. See, Jacob kind of shut me down though. He was like, you know, I'll tell Ice, but that's not my job. So he didn't want to be bothered. You know, stuff like that. You know. But I'm going to be, you know, more or less doing stuff to people in IRL that's going to be on the pranking level, you know, joking around, you know, stuff like that. I'll think of some actual, like I want to do what's called I might have said it, there's only 10 people here, it's probably the same 10 people, a Scuffed Street game show where I ask trivia questions that aren't normal and stuff like that, and then I'll also have them play a game like what's in my pants. They'll have to close their eyes, wear a blindfold, and then with one finger they get X amount of pokes at my crotch to tell what's in my pants. You know, I'll have like a pack of cigarettes in there, and you know what I mean? It's stupid shit. I got a bunch of it. I'm not going to reveal everything, but you know, and then I'm going to hide the TTS speaker in public for the premiere of this, and if that works out, and I might do it in separate places all around. That'll be my thing. That's my thing. You know, I'm going to go hide the TTS and keep it powered up and see how long it takes before somebody finds it, destroys it, confiscates it, or whatever. So that's the plan. The first TTS system I'm gonna, you know, take out of pocket, but unless I get fucking support from the viewers from it, those type of expensive streams are not gonna happen. Oh, Demon Andy used to do that? Cool. I like Demon Andy. I have not watched all of his streams, but I do watch Demon Andy. I mean, you know, I've seen him around with Ice, and then I've seen him do a few of his own streams. But so, yeah, where would he hide the TTS speaker? He is good. I like him. I'm in contact with him. He wanted to do some prank calls with me. You know, he was like, listen, how can we do some pranks together? I like what you do and this and that. So I gave him an idea. I was like, well, then we'll be able to put the two videos together and we'll make a channel of it. And he was like, yeah, we should do that. And then we didn't really go any further with it. He hid them higher up on things. That's what I was